and in meantime I would like to also see our screen. A lot of things are coming here. Okay, let's play the record. Let's press the record. Yeah, perfect. Now it is asking about, you can see here there are two permissions. So audio recording and the playing to access photos, media and the files on your device. Okay, allow. Now it is asking to record the audio. Yes, permission granted. Okay, now start the recording. Audio recorder and playing has stopped. That means there must be something wrong. Let's see what is the wrong. Okay, so it is saying that something happened. Let me see what happened. It's saying at line number 135, audio recording playing activity on click, something happened on 135 here, AMRNB, and then something happens here, media recorder rate. Okay, I mean that was called from here to, that's what happens here. Okay, so what we can do here, there could be something, I mean what I can do, let me clear it first, and let's start it one more time and stop playing. Oh, again something is wrong. So it's happening because I'm asking it to again set audio encoder, most probably that's why this error is coming. So let me see, and let me check it offline and I'll come back to you. Yes, so I have got the error. It was a very silly mistake here. So what I have done here, we have changed the sequence. So before setting audio encoder, I have to set output format. So I just took it to one step forward, one line ahead of set audio encoder. And into the set audio encoder, you can see I have changed this one. Earlier it was audio encoder, but it would be output format. Okay, so that's all what I did here. One more thing I changed here. Yes, so that is audio path, right? Yes, so the save audio path was also not right. Earlier it was just audio record.3gpp. So what I have made it to clear that environment.get external storage directory and get absolute path. That means your recording would be stored in root directory. Okay, now let's build it and load it to the Android mobile, and I can see it into Visor. Okay, here you can see. Okay, now let's record it. So it's audio recording and the playing. It is one of the fantastic application. Now I think we can stop and we can play it. So it's audio recording and the playing. It is one of the fantastic application. Now I think we can stop and we can play. As you may have heard that my mobile was playing this audio. One more thing I would like to see tell you. See, the stop recording has a stop play. Now record and the stop is disabled. Now either I can play it or stop playing. Suppose that I am playing here. See, recording and the play. And if I press the stop playing, play has stopped. Now what I can do, suppose that if I press again record, and while recording you can see here stop is enabled and play is enabled, but I think I have to also disable this play button too, right, since I cannot play while recording. So we need to first stop it. Okay, after stop then I can enable this play button, right. So now the recording has stopped. Now let's play the last recording. And while recording, you can see here stop is enabled and play is enabled. Right, so that stop was enabled into button start. Sorry, that play was enabled here. So what we can do, that play to disable button play last record dot set enable false, right? Since while recording media player cannot play another recording in meantime. I mean the media recorder can play, but it would not be good while recording we can play another. Anyway, so we have done with our recording. Now I would like to move forward one step ahead. Now let's test the audio level and the sound. Okay, the sound level in this room. So for that, suppose that if I want to show the audio level here, I mean the audio level in my room, so we need here a text view, right? So either we can put text view here or here. So let's put text view here, and in the text view then we will do we will show a current audio level. So for that we need to come into the main activity underscore main.xml, and we need to put here a text view, right? So in the text view we can match a parent, and we can here a wrap content, and now we need to give a ID. So ID is just a text view. Okay, so apart from this ID, I think we do not need anything else other than this. Now if you see into the preview, text view would be here, right? I think height I can change to a 30 sp. No, let's make it 50 sp, right? So height would be here, and I think I can change also the text size to 40 sp. Okay, perfect. So all is done here into the text view. Now in main activity we need to do few more changes. As I earlier told you, we will be using a thread, right? So the thread, we have created here thread runner, and here EMA filter, EMA and the EMA filter. So we will need this EMA and the EMA filter to measure audio level into decibel, right? So for that we need to create a thread here. Okay, so let's create a thread, before creating a thread, I would like to make few more things to clear here. First of all, that I would like to create a few function. Okay, above on create. So the first, it's known as a method. Actually, it's a Java, so it's a method. First of all, that I want my sound dB. So I can say the public double. Okay, and sound dB, right? So while sound dB, suppose that if I pass an amplitude to this function sound dB, it must convert that amplitude into dB. So the dB is 20 log into amplitude, right? So the 20 multiplied by math dot log 10. Okay, so dot log 10, and then get amplitude. I would create another method, get amplitude EMA. Okay, so this is another method, and divided by amplitude, right? So let's create another method, get amplitude. So what we can do, we can make it to the public, and then again public double, and then get amplitude. Okay, And another method, I would like to create a public double and then get amplitude EMA. Okay, I think amplitude something is missing. Let's copy and paste it here. Yes. Okay, so amplitude, I think, yeah, its amplitude spelling is right, I think, yeah. So here what we want amplitude. Okay, so what we can, we can say double amp equal to get amplitude. We will get amplitude from our, from this function of this method, and then we can say EMA equal to EMA filter, that's the weight, and multiplied by amplitude, and then this is the method to calculate audio level into the dB. So 1.0 minus EMA filter into MEMA. So if you see it very carefully, so it's a kind of filtering, it's a kind of filtering, moving average filtering kind. Okay, it's not actually the moving average, but it's a kind of filtering, second order filter. So here if you see, if I say it y equal to EMA, let's say it's y, so it's a kind of y equal to the A multiplied by x, so the x is amplitude, and then plus B and multiplied by y. Okay, so yn minus 1 you can say here, yn, right? So it's a kind of a filtering. Okay, so yn equal to A into x plus B into yn minus 1. Okay, so we are done with the filtering. Now we need to return. So we can return from this method with the int value of MEMA. Okay, perfect. So now let's come to get amplitude. Into get amplitude, what we want, if media recorder not equal to null, that's mean if media is playing, only then we can get amplitude, right? So we can return here, we can return media recorder dot get max amplitude at any time. Okay, so the maximum amplitude at any time. Else, I mean, if media recorder is not playing, then simply we need to return 0. Okay, AMPL, right? I think now we are done with get amplitude EMA, and we need to call the sound dB into, we need to send the sound dB value into our text view. So for that we need to create our runtime thread. Okay, so that would be running into background. Okay, so I have created a thread runner. Now we need to initialize that runner here. Okay, so suppose that if that runner equal to null, that's mean if thread is not running on create method, then we would initialize this runner, create an object with a new thread. Okay, and then we need a public void and then run. So you do not need to call run, it would automatically called by Java. Now while runner not equal to null, right? Now I want to capture, I mean a thread is running. Now I want to stop this thread for some time. Okay, I mean I'm not going to get sampling audio sampling, you know, the very fast. So suppose that if I'm going to get audio sampling at every second. Okay, so let's make it 1000 millisecond. Okay, so I can here log it into run. Let's make it talk. Okay, so it's kind of talk. Okay, and now it's into, I think I have missed something. Yes, I need to put it into the try. See here, unhandled exception, so we need to put it to the try. Oops. Okay, yes, so let's cut it and paste it here, and then you can press command option and the L, and then we need here catch. In catch we want interrupted exception, right? Interrupted exceptions E, and then E dot print stack. Okay, perfect. So here at this thread would stop at every, you know, thread would stop for 1 second and then it would continue. Okay, so here what I want to set text wave value. So for that we need to initialize that text wave here first of all that. Okay, so we can do here with the new text wave. It was text wave. Okay, and then into on create. Where is on create? Yeah, this is on create, and then we can initialize here that text wave equal to a text wave find id r dot id dot, you know, the text wave. Perfect. Now here we need to set the value of current audio level into text wave. So the run on UI thread. Okay, new runnable. Okay, so new runnable a text wave dot set text. Here we want to set a double into a form of toString. Okay, now we want here, what we want here, we want a sound dB, right? So let's pass amplitude 1 without any you know, modification, and then in the last what we can add here, dB. Okay, so that sorry, not BD, it's a dB. In that would represent into the decibel. Okay, after that what we need to do, we need to start our runner. So the runner dot start, and then we can log the, okay, that runner started. I think we are done, but still something is wrong somewhere. Let me see. Yes, okay, perfect. Now we are done. Now let's run it, and we are going to see here. It's not coming. Just wait for a few seconds. Application is installing. Perfect. Infinity minus infinity dB is coming. Let's start recording and see whether it will update it or not. Hi. Yeah, now you can see it's updating, right? See here 81 dB. Now I am speaking here, it's actually very vague. Hello. Hello. Now I am going to stop. See, now you can see how it is working. Let's stop it. Okay, once I have started, it will just keep starting. One more thing I can do, let's keep this thread to stop only for 200 milliseconds. That means it will update very fast. Okay. See here, now it's updating very fast. So in the next tutorial, we will plot this recording also here, right? So before that, I'll take 2 or 3 tutorial for the graph plotting using MP Android chart library. Then after that, we will cover how to plot audio recording and the playing audio label into a chart here, right, in the below. Perfect. Now I think you must have learned a lot in this tutorial. However, I think I may have taken more than the 40 or 50 minutes to complete this tutorial. So thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and stay tuned for the next one. In the next one, I'll be covering one more very interesting, the tutorial in which I'll be downloading a contact list from a different server, from a remote server, and then I'll be storing that contact into my contact, and also I'll be showing a current location of those contacts into a Google map. You can subscribe this channel so that you can get direct update into your inbox. Okay, bye bye, see you later.